Good morning, y'all. This morning we're going to be taking the 79 Corvette over to the hobby shop on base and hopefully finally fixing the speedometer gear and the side of the transmission that has made my speedometer not work in the car for about the last, I don't know, year and a half or so. So, yeah, let's get this show on the road.
Turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You watch your dreams unfold. Let it come around and let it breathe over me.
Cool, just got to the auto skills, the auto hobby shop. Fixing to go inside and see if they've got a lift available. That way we can get this gear switched out and yeah, see how everything's doing with the bottom side of the motor since the rebuild, seeing how we've never really had it up in the air since then. So see how everything's holding together, and hopefully we'll be all good. And also we're going to rotate these slicks from the right side back to the rear while we're at it. So alright, so we got the car up in the air and went ahead and rotated the tires as you just saw. So it's got the slicks back on the back again instead of on the right side. Should run a little bit smoother. And now we're changing the speedometer gear. If you look up right there, there's a little bit of a hole. I went ahead and pulled it out just because I wanted to do a little bit of a work ahead. Went ahead and pulled it out. Obviously this cable's covered in oil. Looks like I've got oil that's dripping from somewhere down onto my tie rod end, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of work. Yeah, we'll see what we get to. Took the screw right there beside the cable out. Took the cable out. Cable looks fine, should anyways, because it's brand new. Replaced it when we rebuilt the motor. Pulled the plastic gear out, swapped it out, put it back in, lined everything back up, got the screw back in. One of the things that I noticed when I pulled the gear out, because I compared the two, is the old gear that was in there, one, you can see it's really smashed up in the teeth itself. So we'll see what happens to the new gear, because at the end of the day they're plastic and they're going to bend super easy. But one of the other things that I noticed is when I got the new gear from Zip Corvette in Richmond, they asked me what rear end I had, and which of course makes sense, gearing the rear end, that it's a manual car, etc, etc, etc. So they give me the gear that falls into their chart, what it should be for a 4-speed transmission with 373 gearing the rear end, which is what I have. And the new tooth, or the new gear, is 4 teeth larger. So I'll have to run foam side by side with the speedometer. If it works, cross your fingers, and hopefully that will be the correct speed. We'll see. don't know quite what's going on, but oh yeah, I do. Yep. So the heater core hose touched the exhaust manifold. Yet another reason to get rid of that heater box and get rid of the heater hoses. Less crap near the exhaust. Cool. Well, that pretty much sums up the video for the day. So I found out on the way home the speedo worked for about that long and crapped out. So I think there's something else going wrong. I think there's actually something wrong with the gear inside of the transmission that spins the little plastic speedo gear. If anybody has any ideas, throw them in the comments down below, and yeah, we'll see what we come up with. Thanks, y'all. Have a great day. Peace.
You watch your dreams unfold.